Oh, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, and multi-generator festival setup where more generators automatically engage based on demand. Okay. Yeah, imagine so. I heard it there. I heard it. It did work. So if you're like there was a number of things. What was it, Katie? Super fans, top three gifters.
Control says hello.
Yeah, there we go. It's working. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to set up the follow thing later. I think we'll just get into this. So we're gonna look today at PID control on this tank. So we've got a tank. We've got a control panel. You can see on the front here, there's a set point using this potentiometer, I guess. There's a set point readout, and then there's the PV readout, which is the actual level of the tank. There's also start and stop and reset. I guess with that we would open the valve on the start button. There's a fill valve.
MRS Logical Controls says superfans, top 3 gifters and mods can use the text to speech by using dot before typing lol.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks. I knew it was something like that. So yeah, we've got a level meter. So we're going to know how much fluid, how much liquid is in the tank. There's also a discharge valve. There's a flow meter as well. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with a flow meter. Maybe, or maybe that's how we control. Because there isn't actually, that's just an open close valve. So I guess the way we control the level of the tank is controlling how...
Leading says stop liking. Katie, let me win.
There's a battle going on. You're going to have a sore finger at the end. So, discharge valve. I'm assuming these must be analogs. Because I think on the previous scene that I'd done with the tanks, they were just digital. You either opened them or you closed them. Yeah, we'll have a look. I don't know. We'll have a look.
Never leak.
Right, so... let's get into it. I've imported the tags already. We've got a start button, reset button, stop button. You guys can see that, all right? Yeah. Let me... yeah, that's a bit better. Start button, stop button, reset button. We've got the factory I/O running bit. Start light. Oh, there's some lights. Where was the lights? Oh, they'll be on the push buttons. That's what it'll be. Yeah. So these are illuminated push buttons. What else we got? We've got the level meter, flow meter, the set point, fill valve, discharge valve. So they're analog this time. They're QDs rather than just Q.00. Like, you know, the light. They're not Boolean. They're real values. Got the set point and then the actual PV for the PID. I've never done a PID in TIA Portal, so this is going to be a learning experience. What software is this? The age-old question. This is Factory I/O. So this simulating software you see here, this is called Factory I/O, and we're using Siemens TIA Portal to control the simulation. So there's like some communications between both softwares, and I'm able to control the simulation from TIA Portal. What would you say your job title is? It's called, my actual job title is design engineer. Yeah. Right, we're good, I think. I've answered everyone's questions about the software. So to start with, I mean, I've never done this scene and I've never done PID in Siemens, so this will be a bit of a learning experience. I guess to start with, we're going to want to bring in the start button, the stop button, the reset.
Thanks for the
I wonder what the reset's supposed to do. Is that just reset the simulation or something? Or just reset the set point? Because if you just wanted to stop it, you just press the stop button. Okay. Let's... well, I guess bring in under technology block, we've got PID control. I don't know if you guys won't be able to see this. Hang on, let me bring it across. So we've got a number of function blocks we can use. Under technology blocks is the PIDs. Let's drag one of them on. Let's just leave it the name as it is. keep meaning to download this. Is it on the forbidden? It probably is, to be fair, mate. It probably is. I'll help you. I'm an instrument and an electrical tech. Ah, cheers, user, yeah. Can you get it for free? It is a licensed software. Both of these are licensed softwares. I'll leave it at that. However good you are at Googling, you might be able to find a way around that.
Thanks for the follow.
Appreciate the follows, guys. AR, thank you. Paula, thank you as well. I don't think I've missed anyone else. Yeah, we're good, I think. Okay, so we've got the PID block. I'm just wondering what we want to do about the start buttons and stuff like that. And all I know about the PID block is there's a little toolbox here where you set it up. We're going to have to go through all this bit by bit. Siemens is not cheap, mate. No, you're right. Hi, Paula from Argentina. How's the weather over there? Tyler, thank you for sharing the live. Really appreciate that. D-Reds, good evening, mate. How are you? Right, so, yeah, I've not really got a plan of how to start this. I chose the scene about 5 minutes before pressing live, if that. Because I was looking at them, I was thinking which ones would be interesting to do. This looked like it was quite interesting. Have I used Cosmos? I haven't, mate. I'm not sure what that is. How shall we start? How shall we start? And also, what do we want to control? Do we want to control the fill or the discharge? Or both? Do we need a PID for both? Probably not. Probably not.
Thanks for the follow.
Just sort of debating which way to start. Acapulda, I think. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, mate. I need liquid. Yes, I do need liquid. I need to obviously get the fill valve open. I don't know what the... You know, I don't know if it's just a 0 to 100% or something on the tags for this. Let's have a look, see if it tells me anything. It doesn't. Other than the real, I don't know what the min and the max are. So I'm going to just assume 0 to 100%, but we'll see. So to start, what should we do to start? I think we'll do a little latch and we'll have the coil as our run. At the minute, we're looking at it in SCL. I don't want that. Not yet, anyway. So let's do a start. Oh, hang on, what do they call it? They do just call it start. Let's have a stop. Stop. And we're going to call this... let's make a DB just for our user stuff. New data block. User memory. I don't know. This is just what I called it last night, so I'm going to continue with that. Process run. We're going to call this. Go back to our main and user.memory.process run. Excuse me.
Thanks for the follow.
Biruk, thank you for the follow, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks
Me
for the
Roll,
follow.
thank you for the follow. And Smiley Face, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Can you help me start instrumentation? I mean, what do you want to...
Thanks for the follow.
What do you want to do? What do you mean help you start? Give me some more information. I'll see what I can help with. So we just want that to be... I need to minimize that so I can see both.
Thanks for the follow.
Pull that across. Right, so there's basically our start. I don't know if I need to go any further with that. The reset, I'll add that as well, because it did have a reset button. Oh, what do I do with that though? No, we'll leave that out for now. We'll leave that out for now. How long did it take you to learn to write Siemens programs? I'm still learning now. I've been working with Siemens for about, I don't know, 2 weeks. And I've barely done anything. It's pretty much what you need to design from CAD and carry all over to PLC. I'm not sure what you're on about there, No Step. Ekip, thank you for the follow, mate. And Ricardo, thank you for the follow. Show him how to set up a level transmitter with pressure pad. I wouldn't even know how to do that myself, to be fair, mate. I don't work in like factory automation. That's not really what my expertise is. You need to bodge like the leaderboard thing up a bit. Can't see number 4 well. I've actually tried to crop number 4 out, to be honest, Katie. I want to just show the top 3. So there. I think that'll be better, won't it? Can you all see it all right? It's annoying you. Right, okay, let me carry on. So, set point. We want to tie that to the set point tag. Which is set point there, I guess. Input per.
Thanks for the follow.
Is that in percent? Like I say, I've never used one of these before. What's this other one? Opens the commissioning window. I don't need that yet. Output. I guess that would be the fill valve. Let's drive the fill valve. Input. That's our level meter. I might need to do some scaling though, so it might not be these directly. Explain the PID compact. I can't really explain it because I'm not fully certain how it works just yet myself. I've not used the PIDs in Siemens yet, but it does have a load of parameters with it. And we're doing volume, I guess. I don't know if it'll be litres or not. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just put it in auto. What's all this?
Thanks for the follow.
I'm not sure what that is. So I might need some help from you lot, to be fair. Input, set point, output to output. I think that seems right. The high and low limits, I don't know what they'll be just yet. I don't know what they'll be. Process value scaling. I don't know what the scale is either. I appreciate all these follows, guys. Thank you. True Tux, thank you for the follow, mate. Who else was there? I heard a few. Joe, thank you for the follow. And African, thank you for the follow. Jasper, also thank you for the follow. Yeah, well, this is going to be a learning curve, this, guys, because I'm not fully up to speed with the Siemens stuff myself. Warnings, I don't feel like we need those. I'm just going to leave them as default for now. They seem to be min and max anyway. Output limits, we're going to go for 0 to 100%. I don't know what the limits are to do with factory I/O. Doesn't actually tell you. It doesn't give you any information, so I'm going to just have to guess it. And there's the P, the I, the D, the delay on the D. Not sure what the weightings are. Action weighting. I think we'll just leave them at default for now, and we'll play with them a little bit as we go. I feel like it's relatively set up. What else do we need? I feel like that's probably it. Maybe don't need to do anything with these. So we only enable that when the process run is on. So user memory dot process run. I feel like I'm hoping this is going to work. What is the output controlling? It is controlling this fill valve here. So we've got a fill valve for the tank, and we're going to try and maintain a level. That's the plan. I'll leave this at like a constant discharge. The thing is, I don't know whether I should be controlling this actually. you know, control the output and just leave that as a constant input. You can do it either way, I feel like. This isn't a game, mate. This is a simulation software. It's called Factory IO. Docmaster D, good evening, mate. How are you? Good to hear, Joe. We'll see how amazing it is, because I don't really know what I'm doing with this one. I've had half an idea with the other ones, but I don't really know what I'm doing with this one. Where did you start to learn? I've been given the task at work to teach myself. Have tier 17 downloaded. Well, I know other PLC softwares, so I know Mitsubishi GX Works, and I know a lot of the Schneider ones, Control Expert, Machine Expert, and Control Expert Basic. And Siemens I have worked on, but it was like 10 plus years ago. It was probably longer than that, actually. It was like 12. So I kind of remember it-ish, but I was never really any good at it to begin with, so I'm just kind of going with the flow, using my experience and seeing what I can do. Have you got a YouTube channel? I have got a YouTube channel. If you look at my bio, I've got a link tree there with all my different social medias on. If you've missed any of this I was going to say podcast. If you've missed any of this live stream, I do put the entire live stream on YouTube a day or two after I've done it. Jasper, thank you to follow. I don't know if I already said that one. So let's just go with it. The discharge, I'll set that to just like halfway or something. Maybe not even halfway, maybe like 20%. And we'll go from there. We'll see what we can do. The flow meter might be interesting. I don't know what we need to do with that. We might need two PIDs. Like I say, I'm not entirely sure what I need to do yet. The set point, I've set that up. The level meters, the input, that's the feedback. The output's the fill valve. There might need to be some scaling involved, but I'm not sure yet. Let's do a... I don't know if anyone catch last night's live stream. I ended up in a mess with the one-shot tags. Let me try and just create a... I'll just create an array of them for now. Just call this one-shot. And how do I set an array? Do I need the brackets, or can I just do it from here? I can do it from here. Array of balls, 0 to... just put 10 for now. So there's 11. This one will be process run, user memory process run, and the one-shot memory bit is user memory one-shot 0. It'll be a bit more organized tonight with the one-shots. And what we're going to do with that, we're just going to move, just as soon as we go for a process run, we're just going to move the value for with the discharge valve. So move. I don't know what this needs to be. I'm just going to put 25 in for now. And this wants to be... that's interesting. Where's my discharge valve tag? What's it called? Just discharge valve. Why did it not pop up there? What's the data type? It's obviously not bringing it up because there's a data type to it. I appreciate everyone who's liking. Lee, you're still going. Both you and my missus are going crazy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Smiley face as well. Thank you for the 1,000 likes. It's good that I can see them now. I like that. I still wish I could bring up the... like the follow
MRS
symbol and stuff like that.
Says, are you hands numb yet, Lee?
There's a battle going on. I just don't feel like I'm going to get it done. I'll have to do it at the end. I still can't find it. Right, anyway. So, yeah, I feel like we've got a data type issue. That's why it's not showing up. What is the data type? It's a real. So I'm assuming the move command doesn't do reals, or unless I need to put a .0 in. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So a real value, if you don't know, is a decimal value. It's a value that has a. It's not an integer. It's not a whole number. And because I hadn't put .0 in, I just put 25. It was looking for like an integer tag, but now I've put the .0 in. It knows it's a real number, so it's going to look for a real tag. And I want to call it discharge valve. It remains to be seen whether this works properly or not yet. Do I need to do anything else? What else have I got on here?
Thanks for the follow.
Let's set up our start lamp, I guess. So if the process is running, user memory.
Leedic says getting warmed up for when my missus gets
Caesar,
home.
appreciate the follow, mate.
Serious
Thank you.
forearm pump.
That's mental. If a process run is on, then we want to turn on the lamp. The start light. If process run is not on, want to put the stop light on. I keep going to press like F5 and F6 and stuff like that, F7 and F8, because in GXWorks that's how you do the coils and stuff. Shift F7, F10. Yeah, I'm not going to remember the shortcuts, so I'm going to just have to keep clicking on them. Stop light. I'm just going to ignore the reset for now. I don't really know what I need to do with that. Where can you add this 3D view in tier? This isn't tier, buddy. This isn't tier portal. This is called Factory IO. Yeah, so this is a different software altogether. GK, I had heard that actually. I think someone messaged me once upon a time and was telling me all about that. I think that's awesome that you guys do PLCs as part of your apprenticeships. That's really good. You don't do that here, definitely not. Unless you're doing like a electrical engineering apprenticeship, but as far as I'm aware, just like a standard domestic apprenticeship, you guys do PLCs, don't you? Let's give that a run. Just take it in baby steps again like we did last night. I don't want to go too mad with it and then find none of it works. We'll just chip away at it. Only in the final phase. Oh, it's still cool though that you get to do that, yeah. What sort of PLCs do you learn? Do you learn Siemens, is it? Right, so that's written in. Let's put that in live view mode. See what happens when we press the start button. So that to me looks like the start light's already on. Why is that showing? No, it isn't. Looks on to me though. Like there isn't. The stop light's supposed to be on, but which it is yellow. So it is on, but I can't really see anything. Let's press start,
Thanks
see what
for the
happens.
follow.
Not a lot. Nothing much. So let's see what's going on in the code. I probably need to look at my tags. Show all tags. Go
Thanks
live.
for the follow.
So my set point is 5.45. Let's just put it to the max to see what is the limits of that. I'm guessing it's 0 to 10. Yes, it is. 0 to 10. So I might need to do some scaling with that. But the PID isn't working whatsoever. So I've obviously... Oh, it's because of... Why is process run not on? I did press start, didn't I? That's not closed. So that is already a normally closed contact in the software. Yeah, I guess so. That's why it stopped there. Okay, so our process didn't start. That's fine. Like I say, we'll just keep chipping away at it. Oh, Mitsubishi. Nice, GK. Yeah, that's...
Thanks for the follow.
They're my favourite. Siemens isn't so far. I've been struggling with Siemens, but I feel like I'm getting there a little bit with it now. Especially since I've got Sedgley control systems in here helping me out every so often. Jaquito, thank you for the follow, mate. Really appreciate it. And unfortunately I can't pronounce your name, who just followed a minute ago. Thank you though, I really, really appreciate it. Right, that's looking better. The stop's now green. Let me zoom in on this, because you guys are probably struggling to see that.
Follow.
Yeah, that'll be better, I think. So the stop was blue before because I had it as a normally closed, but it's a normally closed contact. There was like a double negative going on.
Thanks for
Wanda
the follow.
Nepali, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Shuda, thank you for the follow as well. Right, let's press the start button now. I feel like the SP should just reflect what that is. Maybe I just need to move that in there. Right, so process is running. PID's not doing anything. There is a commissioning screen. I don't know what this shows. Well, this is a bit fancy, isn't it? You did this one in school. Ah, interesting. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, to be fair. I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Thanks for the follow.
It's not a game, GK. It's a simulation software. This is called Factory IO. So there's like, you can build your own little production lines and stuff like that, and then program them using Siemens TIA Portal. You actually can program it using a number of different PLCs. You guys can't see that, but you can do it with Allen Bradley's, just Modbus TCP, OPC UA, and a load of Siemens PLCs. I don't have any PLC at the moment. I'm using PLC Sim, which is Siemens simulation software. So I'm using that to actually communicate with that other software. ARS, thank you for the follow. Rob, thank you for the share, actually. Thank you, I really appreciate that, mate. Right, so I'm not entirely sure where I've gone wrong, but we're going to just have a look through this commissioning screen, see what's what. Tuning status is not showing anything. Let me start the measurement. Tuning has not started yet. How do we start? Start PID compact. Controller state disabled, inactive. There's maybe more settings I need to add. Still not started yet. Let me get a bit more space. There's some buttons and stuff. Like I said, I don't know if it's quite expensive, mate. It's like £28 a month. Yeah, it's not the cheapest. What's the name of the software? So this software here is called TIA Portal. This is expensive. Well, to be fair, it's not. If you get the basic edition, I think it's only a couple £100 for like you know, a perpetual license almost for that version that you're working on. But if you want the advanced version, or whatever they call it, the professional version, that's thousands of pounds. MUKO QO even, sorry. Muko, thank you for the follow, mate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you tell them, Katie. Super fans, top 3 gifters and mods can use the text-to-speech. Just put a dot in front. Okay. It's not working, but it's showing no input. It's showing a set point, but it's showing no output. It's probably a setup thing. Pre-tuning.
MRS Logical Controls says it's quite entertaining.
It's good that I don't have to look at the screen then to see what you're saying. Let's just stop it. I feel like there's a setting wrong or something. So let's go offline. And let's go back into the setup. Is there something I missed? I'm assuming these all need to be green, maybe.
Thanks for the follow.
Excuse me. The PV. I guess that's going to be 0 and 10. These are limits, so let me just do 11 for that. Scaling. We're not using the PER one, so maybe we should be using the PER one. And I can scale it in here. It is disabled though. Maybe that's because I'm not using it. I don't need any warnings or limits or anything like that. Substitute output while error is pending. Let's just do that for now. Manual table and it must have been because I set it to automatic that it would grade all those out. I'll just leave it at that for now. Tasmani, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. I tell you what, while I need to set up the other one, I can put the default TikTok alert up. I like to see the alert because then I know I've seen something. Let's just do that.
Thanks for the follow.
There we go. I can see something now. Wally, thank you for the follow, mate. Really appreciate that. Okay. I want these all to go green, but I'm not using
Thanks
some
for
of
the
them.
follow.
Joseph, thank you for the follow. Set point, input, output. Definitely put it on the output, didn't I? Yeah, I did. The tags on the output, the tags on the set point, the tags on the input. Teeny, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Oh, there's a bit more to it actually. What's all this stuff down here? Scaled input. Is this like easy EDA? No, as far as I'm aware, that's a circuit, like a circuit board software or something. Any other IEC 62443 certified guys in here?
Thanks
Nope,
for the
not
follow.
me. Matic, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. I'm not sure why it's not working. Let me try it again. Let me just re-download it. Load.
Thanks for the follow.
Dicey, thank you for the follow. Alright, that's reloaded in. Let's go in live view mode. In a second year apprentice in Australia, and we'll be learning this soon, and it looks really hard. I mean, this probably is a bit harder than what you'd learn, so I wouldn't worry too much about that, mate. PIDs are quite an advanced topic, so yeah, I won't worry too much about it. Right, press my start button, stop button, start button. That stop light is definitely, it is there. Why am I not able to zoom in now? What's going on? Oh, the view that I'm in. So I'm like a little man now. I'm walking around the tank. So you can go in different views. So this is like I'm stood at the control panel. Press the start button. I need to tie SP to the set point to SP. I'll do that now. Let me turn that off. Go to the bottom and initial call. No, I'll just do it always. I'll just do it whenever the process is running. That's when we move the set point to SP. The thing is, I'm still not sure if I need to scale it. Not user memory. No, it is user memory, sorry. Getting confused. Welcome in, everyone, by the way. That is a 3D view. It is a 3D view, mate. Yeah, it is. You've got a decent PC at home. Can imagine it's quite demand software. So I'm actually running this. So what you're seeing is this running in a virtual machine. Which I've given, I think, 16 cores and 16 gigabyte of memory. That's about it, really. But I have got a good PC.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm giving it the most amount of cores it's allowed. I think it's 4 cores and 4 logical processors or something like that. But yeah, I feel like it. I don't know what it's like on a, not as good PC. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so back to this. I was gonna do a move. Colonel Sanders, appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Oh, the tune's working. What do you think about tier so far compared to GX? I'll be honest, mate. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it as much. But it's probably just because I'm not used to it. Rojan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rojan. Appreciate that. The heart me. Yeah, GX works. I just think it's better. How's it going, Colonel Sanders? Welcome in, mate. This is my set point. Set point wants to go into SP. I need to convert it first. Is SP a... I think SP is something else, isn't it? That's going to be interesting. How do I convert in this? Is there like a... I'm assuming there's a block for it. Like a real to didn't block or something? Yeah, I feel like, just to go back to your question, the engineer, I know GX Works 3 like the back of my hand, so I kind of know how it all works. This, I feel like I'm a child again. I don't really know how I'm supposed to do stuff. It is quite different. It's obviously good. It is good. I'm not going to like say it's rubbish or anything like that. It's just my familiarity with it is not quite there yet. Maybe Scalex and Normex, that's in my head as a scaling thing on I seem to remember doing that many years ago. But that's not quite what I'm looking for. I would expect there's like a... Is that I'd expect there's like a real to didn't block or something like that. What's the name of the app? So this here, this is called Factory IO, mate. So this is a simulation software where you can basically build your own processes, really. There's like tank blocks, there's conveyor belts, there's all sorts of stuff that you can put together your own scenes. This is a predefined scene, so this is one that comes with the software. They've put it together. The only problem I find with it is they don't tell you how things work. So I have no idea. That's a proportional valve. I have no idea what is minimum and maximum. I'm just kind of guessing. Chloe, appreciate the heart me, thank you. I love that tune, by the way. It's got a level meter. I'm not entirely sure what the readout of that level meter is. It doesn't really give you a lot of information. You kind of have to work it out yourself. But yeah, this is Factory IO. This is Siemens tier portal. Looking converters. I feel like I'm in converters. Conversion operations. Convert value. That's probably the one. Convert from. You're right there. Caleb, appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, mate. Real to didn't. I think that's what it was. It was a didn't, wasn't it? SP is a didn't, yes.
Thanks for the follow.
I mean, it still might need scaling yet. I don't know. So this is set point.
Here comes the money.
That's going to get on our nerves soon, I can tell. Hamed, appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Money, money, money. And we want this to be SP. Oh, I'm going to have to turn it off soon, I think. Hamed, appreciate that. Thank you. Might have to raise... Oh, yeah, we're going to have to raise this, I think. Money, 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 money. Sound alerts. Wow, what's going on? It's gone crazy. The thing is, I don't even know how to... I'll turn it down a little bit, that's what I'll do. I don't know how to... I'm still working on it. I've just got a new setup for all the overlays and stuff like that. What's the recommended PC specs? I'm not sure, Rojan. You might have to look at the website for that. You only do Honeywell and Beckhoff now. Rojan, appreciate that. Thank you. Hot Rod, appreciate that. Thank you for the roses, guys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Beckhoff. I had a training. I had 1 day training with the Beckhoff engineer. I've never really used it other than that. Honeywell, I've never touched.
Pop a dot before typing.
Appreciate that, Mrs. Logical Controls. If you're, I think it's basically if you're on these two boards up here, if you're one of the top 3, you can do text to speech. I hated PLC in university. You do it for fun. I do. I enjoy this. Yeah, I love PLC programming.
Thanks for the follow.
The only thing I'm struggling with at the minute is Siemens. I just need to work with it a little bit more to get my head around it. Let's give that a run. Let's download that. Appreciate the follow, Iris. Thank you. Right, downloaded. Is it? I think so. Right, okay, we've got a readout now. It's not a very it's not very fine readout. It's literally just 0 to 10, but we'll live with that for now. Set this to 5. It's still, the process still isn't working because of this PID. I need to get my head around how this works. If anyone knows how to work PIDs in Siemens, let me know. I'm obviously missing something. I don't know what it is though. Maybe if I put it in as a PER, I can scale it myself. You prefer Allen Bradley? Yeah, I mean, Allen Bradley's, you know, alongside Siemens, they're the two biggest in the world manufacturers of PLCs. Across in like the US and America, Allen Bradley's king. Over in Europe and like the UK and stuff, it's Siemens, yeah. DC, I'd say it is probably more of a training platform. I don't like to flash the word around, but like it's a buzzword. But I think it's aimed at building like digital twins and stuff like that. Set to auto mode. Maybe that's not the right thing. Maybe just set it to manual mode for now. Let's give that a go. Heat storage, appreciate the follow. Jose, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it, guys. Let's write that in manual mode. I think it just uses my parameters then. Load. Right. Let's close that down. Put this into run. Still not seeing nothing. Error's false, so it's like it's happy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Casper, I think, maybe. Appreciate the rose, buddy. Thank you. Maybe we put it in the PER one. I work on water networks and Allen Bradley are the specs where I am. Yeah, a lot of water sites do use Allen Bradley. They also use, well, it used to be Mitsubishi. There used to be a lot of Mitsubishi on the water stuff. Is it for industrial applications? It is, mate. Yeah. So Factory I/O is all about industrial processes and conveyor belts and factory automation type stuff. But there is tanks as well. There are tanks, so you know you can do tank control and that sort of thing. The engineer, appreciate it, brother. How many? 33, 36, 39, 42. I think you might be going to the top, brother. Oh, fucking hell, how many? Appreciate that, the engineer. Thank you, Kyle, buddy. I hope you're good. Wow. It's still going. Mate, thank you. Really, really appreciate that. Right. We're still not working. Why are we not working? State. Fucking hell, it's still going. Fionn, appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Or Finn, maybe? Finn. Wow. 196 is that? Still going. Oh, yeah, is it being payday or something? I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that. I think we're gonna get bored of this sound though soon. Thank you, Colonel Sanders. Thank you. They're like overlapping as well. I'm still figuring this out. Oh, I might have broken it there. What have I done?
Thanks for the
I think I might have broken it. Sorry about that. Antoine, appreciate that. LV Jordan, thank you. Jamie M, thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Colonel Sanders, thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, you guys who are top 3 on there, you can use text to speech. Just put a dot at the front of your text message. The sound is a bit much. I know. I do like the sound, but when it's going crazy like this, it's a bit much, isn't it?
Thanks for the follow.
Rojan, thank you. I'll turn it down. I'll keep it quiet. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate all that. DF101, thank you. Juicy Lips, thank you.
MRS Logical Control says that's better.
Yeah, I'll keep it quiet. I don't know how to stop it from just continuously doing it. I'm just going to turn it off for now. Set the max queue length to 5 or something. Right, we might be good there. I feel like we might be alright there now. Right, okay.
Thanks for the follow.
So, my PID still isn't working. The state is 0. I'm not sure how to change the state. Like I say, if anyone knows about PIDs in Tier Portal, let me know. Could be to do with the fact we're doing volume. Maybe we just do general and use a percentage. Activate mode after CPU restart. I feel like that's a good idea. Input, that's fine. I'm missing something basic, I know I am. Output value limit 0 to 100% seems okay. I don't feel like it's my gains. I don't feel like it. Let me just put the integral down a little bit. Let's try and re-download that. Why are you writing logic in OB1? Why not using function block and call it to OB1? Just for ease. You know, this isn't gonna go. This isn't gonna go anywhere. This isn't gonna do anything other than the simulation. There's no point overcomplicating it. I feel like. Are you gonna do HMI also? Not for this, mate. Nah, I probably won't for this. I haven't actually had to play with the HMIs in Tier Portal yet, so I don't really know what I'm doing with them. I'm still very new to Tier Portal. Right, I feel like we're just not getting anywhere with this. Why not? Let me restart everything. Is that valve even open? That's not moved at all, by the looks of it. That one definitely hasn't moved at all. That's still on that line. We'll get there. I just need to chip away at it. Am I writing 25 into discharge valve? Yeah, so discharge valve has got 25. The only thing is I don't know what the scaling is on the output. How would I find that out? Would that be under device configuration maybe? Analog inputs. I wouldn't have thought I'd have to add like a analog output block or anything to the simulation. I feel like that should just work anyway. What is the name, please? This is Tier Portal, the other one's Factory IO. 0 to 27,648, is that right? So putting 25 in means absolutely nothing. So let me change that to say 10,000. Because that also could be the problem with the PID as well then. Not that one. I'm just writing a constant to the output one for now, just to try and gauge how this stuff works. The engineer, appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the heart, me. Let's write that. I'll be happy if I can see the output valve open a little bit. Good old Tier Portal, let's go. I'm no expert, buddy, so you're probably not going to learn anything Tier Portal related. Maybe something like in the programming, but not Tier Portal related. Let's restart everything. That's jumping straight to the top. That's interesting. I'm not actually changing it when I'm so let me put it in stop and restart the simulation again. Now it's going straight to the top. There's too many unknowns, I feel like. I don't know what the scaling should be for these valves. I don't think there's any way to find that out either. There's no like information on the meters or the valve. Not that I can find anyway. Configuration possibly. No, that's to do with the PLC type.
Thanks for the follow.
Appreciate the follow, Richie and Abby, I think. ARS, thank you for the follow as well. Why not go with structured text? I'm just trying to learn Tier Portal at the minute. Once I've got a grasp of how it all works in ladder, because ladder's my strongest language. Once I've had got a good grasp of how all that works, then I'll move over to the other languages. I'll use some function block diagram and some structured text, but I'm just too new at Tier Portal at the minute to be able to just dive straight into that. Is the valve analog? It is analog, and I am giving that one there the value of 10,000. The thing is, it's at the top, which is kind of making me think. So if I stop this simulation and restart it, it's at the bottom, so it's like resting points at the bottom. So the fact that it's already going right to the top, it could be a 0 to 10. It could be a 0 to 10. Let's put 10 in there and write that. In fact, I should put 5 in there. That's what I should put. I'll put 5 in there. Let's put 5. Write that down again. I feel like that might take it halfway then. You can get help in tier, just press F1. That's good to know. Thank you for that, Dead ZMax. Okay, go to drive setting. I'll look at that in a second. I just want to check this. No, it's still really high. Still going max. Interesting. Ah, but it's still got... Yeah, hang on. I need to put it into run. Stop, start. There we go, right, okay. We know something now, we've figured something out. It's a 0 to 10 valve. Like, the value I need to give it is between 0 and 10. So that's sat at halfway at the moment, with a 5 in there. So that also would mean that the intake valve is a 0 to 10. I'm gonna put it in the per, because the PER input on the PID seem to be scalable, whereas I don't really know how the normal one works really. Can I just drag that? I can. I'll just delete that out. Maybe we want the output on per as well. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this PID block. Right, okay, so input per, output per. I'm assuming per means percentage. This PLC is an S7 1200. That's what we're simulating. Scaled high process value. Scaled low process value. 0 to 10, I think. Actually, I don't know what the feedback of the meter is. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just say that's 100%. I don't know what the feedback actually is. Let's go for that. That's going to give me an output of 10, I think. Is there anything else that needs setting up? I don't care about the high and low limits. Let's just set the high to 100, low to minus 100. PWM, don't need to worry about that. We're not doing a PWM. We've got it in manual mode. I feel like we're good for that one for now. Let's give that a try. Tudor, I think. Thank you for the follow, mate. I really appreciate that. Fraser, thank you for the follow. Richie, I think I already said it, but thank you for the follow again.
Thanks for the follow.
For anyone asking what the software is, this is Siemens Tier Portal, which is a PLC programming software. This other software here is called Factory IO. It's a simulation software. Okay, so I think we're in run. Is that right? Let's get out of that. Turn that on. Zeros across the
Thanks
board.
for the
That's
follow.
fine. Let's put it into start. Set that to 5. No movement as of yet. Still got a 0 there. I must be doing something wrong. I must be. That's the only thing I can think. I'm just not used to the PIDs on Siemens. But we do have this commissioning screen even. It says it's in pre-tuning. Oh, tuning mode. I've got this in manual, so it shouldn't be doing anything. It should just be manual mode. There's a tick box there.
Thanks for the follow.
R, appreciate the follow, thank you. You're going to be saying Tia Port in your sleep. Oh, Jesus, I know, mate. Yeah. This is Factory IO. That's the one I'm going to be saying in my sleep. This is Simmer Relay all over again. Yeah, I don't know how to get the PID started. I just don't know. It's uploaded PID parameters. Upload PID parameters. Okay. Maybe they weren't uploaded. We're still not getting any output though, so I've not fixed it yet. Just run. Just run. What's wrong with you? My scaled input isn't actually showing anything either. I'm still seeing a 0. I'm still seeing 0 there. A red one. Why is the red one like? So maybe that's the problem. The input isn't scaling right or something. Okay. Ah, it isn't. Oh, no, the input's the feedback. That's why. I'm getting confused now. PID has an input value of 0. It does, because that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the feedback. The set point is 5.1. So I feel like it should be giving an output to try and get the input to 5.1. Star Mood, thank you to follow. Sunny Sam, sorry, thank you to follow. Kyle, thank you to follow. Hoa, I think, thank you to follow. Yeah. So, once I get this working, I feel like we'll be able to build on that. But at the minute, my set point percentage is showing 0. So the set point should definitely be showing something.
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, there's a setting wrong. There's a setting wrong. There must be. Did you set any parameters for the PID? I did. I just left them at default. A proportional of 1, integral of 20. That was just the default. I feel like I did put that to 10, but maybe I didn't. I don't need any derivative at the moment. We can tune it later. I just want it to run. I just want to see something working at the moment. Process value scaling. My input is 0 to 10. Basically scaling that to 0 to 100. Output per analog, that's what we're on at the moment. Activate mode after CPU restart. I don't exactly know what it's saying there, but I'm gonna just leave it ticked. Control structure, PI or PID. Maybe I need to set that to 1 or something, since it is set up for PID. Is the enable is active? It's a great question. I believe it is active. Let me just check. Hello? Yeah, it's on. It's enabled on the commissioning page. Ah, so okay, hang on. It defaults to waited for tuning on the commissioning page. Sorry, Ash, I didn't see your messages there. Scroll down and take out tuning. Sorry, I missed it all. I missed it all. Sorry. Take out tuning. Where do I take out tuning? Scroll down. Let me start the measurement. Start PID compact. Just says it's disabled, inactive.
Thanks for the follow.
Enable manual entry. Scroll down. Let me go back then. Let me go back to what it was on. Yeah, there, enable it. I'm going too fast for you, I think, buddy. Where do I enable it? I thought pressing that would enable it. There's no error. It just says tuning has not been started yet. But I don't want any tuning. I'll tune it myself. I can't seem to turn off tuning. Right. I wonder if that's it because I've got it in main. Is that right? Possibly. Let me take it out of there then. You could be right with that. Add new block. Cyclic inter. Oh, I was a bit too quick there.
Thanks for the follow.
Let me just bin that off 1 sec. Because I didn't actually see what the timing was set to. Yeah, I wonder if it is that. I wonder if it's because I'm... How many milliseconds? 100 should be fine. Yeah, we don't need it super quick. Yeah, it could be that. You might be right. Let's take that whole network. Kind of cut. It looks like I can. Paste in there. Just delete that. Compile. In fact, let's compile everything. There is one warning. What is the warning? Inputs are out. Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah. It'd be nice to get this going, because once we get it going, then we can have a play with it. Let's run that. See what. Are you writing to the mode input anywhere? I'm not, mate. No. I don't see a mode input. Let me zoom in on this. Mode activate false. That'll probably be it, won't it? That'll probably be it. Well, why does it not just activate when I enable it? I don't get that. Can I just set that to true? And it just always active? And then I just enable it or disable it? No. Oh, I can't do that. Let me go back. Gabrielle, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Vincent, thank you to follow. Harry Cruz, thank you to follow. Texcan, thank you to follow. Jose, thank you to follow. MN, thank you to follow. And I think we got you, Star Mood. Set mode to below 3. Below 3? One below 3? Ah, this one here, you mean? 1. Oh, that's not happy. What did that say there? Constant cannot be permitted here. In out, in word. So I just set it to a variable and set it to 3. 3 is manual. I want it in manual, but it won't let me do a constant, so I'll maybe just do a tag for it then. We'll call this PID mode. We want that as an int. Can I just press INT? Yeah, there we go. Start value 3. That looks good to me. I'm assuming we can do that. So user memory PID mode. Dan, thank you, appreciate that, buddy. I think Dan, is that right? Let's try that. Mode activate goes on edge, I think. Can I just set it to true then?
Thanks for the follow.
Let's try this. No, I don't want
Thanks
to.
for the
No
follow.
action. No, in fact, it's not happy. It's not happy with something.
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, good.
Thanks
Okay.
for the follow.
Dawit, thank you for the follow. Dan, thank you for the follow. MA, thank you for the follow. Daniel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for all the likes as well, by the way. Thanks to everyone. Try and see if you can get on that leaderboard there with the likes. Never used activate. I mean, it was set to false, so I've set it to true in the hopes that it will work.
Thanks for the follow.
The modules are stopped for downloading. Preconditions are not met.
Thanks for the follow.
The loading will be performed. Stop the modules. You cannot load the OBs when the CPU is in run. Set the CPU to stop and load the block. Yeah, that's fine. Why are you even asking me? Just do it. I guess you'd want to know. You wouldn't want to stop a CPU sometimes. Okay. So now we can run. Change the CPU to run mode. I do want to do that. I want to go into live view mode. I hope this works because I haven't called the OB. Do you have to call the OB? Do you have to call it in main? So anyone who's just joined or anyone who's new, I'm not used to. Excuse me. I'm not used to Tia Portal whatsoever. Mitsubishi and Schneider, they're the two PLCs that I tend to use most. So Siemens is a little bit different for me. And thankfully I've got Sedgley Control Systems who knows this stuff like the back of his hand, who can help. Because you already know, but yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, RT, you're right. I'm learning PLC at Automation School. Nice, Dan. What sort of PLCs do you work with at your school? Oh, there's been a few follows. Magda, thank you to follow. James P, thank you to follow. Uncle Rod, thank you for the follow. POT Ugly, I think. I guess that's what that says. Thank you for the follow. Swamp Tech, thank you. Paxier, I think. Paxier Electric, thank you. And RT, thank you. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Oh, you work with Siemens. Oh, okay. Just move it back to OB1.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm going to leave it as is for now, but I'm just wondering, do I need to call it? Because I would suspect I probably do, but let's just run. Let's get back into the simulator. Like I said earlier, baby steps. That's all I'm doing at the minute. Set that to 5. Is it running? Doesn't seem to be. I feel like I need to call it. Oh no, there's... That's 3. No error. Manual enable is false. Commission. Let's go to the commissioning and do that start thing now. Swamp Tech use Wonderware. That's is that for the SCADA, Siemens SCADA, is it? Still not starting. Why are you not starting? Ooh, I probably shouldn't have picked this one. Should have picked this scene because I don't know anything about PIDs in Siemens. And there'll be some little tick box somewhere that I haven't done. You don't call OBs. Oh, okay, so you don't call it. So Caleb's telling me you do have to call it, and you're telling me you don't have to call it. So I don't know.
Thanks for the follow.
Raheel, thank you to follow. Nathan, thank you to follow. Roger, thank you to follow. And Nas, I think, thank you to follow. Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you for the roses, mate. Appreciate it. So it's all going off. Appreciate the roses, buddy. Nicholas, thank you to follow. I don't like how it keeps telling you every single time. Appreciate the roses though, Dan. Thank you, mate. What sim software are you using? This is called Factory IO. So it's a simulation, like a 3D simulation, and I'm using this Siemens S7 1200 to communicate with the simulation.
Thanks for the follow.
Right. I can't get it started though, guys. Does anyone have any advice for getting this thing started? This PID. What am I doing wrong? It's telling me the tuning hasn't started. I don't really care about the tuning. I want to tune it myself, but seem to be struggling to get it to run. Upload PID parameters. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the problem. Give me something. Give me something. It's not happy. Go to PID settings. No, turn scaling is off, I think. Let's have a look. What have I set? So control. Let's go right to the top. The basic settings are its general percentage is set to manual mode. I've got the input on PER. I've got the output on PER. The controller type. Oh, we're just seeing that. Oh, in fact, I see how it works. Process high value is 11%. The low value is 0%. At the minute, I almost feel like it's not working anyway. I don't want any limits really. Let me just set them out of the way.
Thanks for the follow.
The value scaling. The input is 0 to 10 because that's what it is. My potentiometer's... in fact, it's not from a potentiometer. It's from my level sensor. But I don't know what the scaling on that is just yet. I'm going to... In fact... Yeah, not sure. Still not sure. This is super interesting. I'm an assembly engineer and work on TES. Nice, okay. All these different types of machines. But this part I never understand. I understand PIDs. PIDs were fine. It's just... I don't understand Siemens TIA portal. That's my problem. Appreciate all those follows as well, guys. I missed a few there. SGX, thank you to follow. Dot, thank you to follow. Mixed Reality Studio, thank you to follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Lockington, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, it's just not having it. It's just not having it. I don't exactly know what I've got wrong. Substitute output value 0%. Let's just put that to 10 just to see if we can get something to happen. I don't need to set these up yet. I feel like these, I tune it later, but I should be seeing some sort of output. Let me set the proportional just to 5 for now. PID works good with real PLC. Is that the problem? Is it simulated? Is it because I'm using PLC sim that it doesn't work? It's possible. I don't know. Do I have to go and grab my PLC? Your analog is 10 volt in factory I/O, so you need to scale it 0 to 27648. I know the hang on. I know the valves are 0 to 10. So that valve's there 0 to 10. And that valve's there 0 to 10. So I know my output wants to be 0 to 10. The level meter, which is my feedback, that's my input, as Siemens call it, input. I don't know how that's scaled. It could be 0 to 300. It could be 0 to 100%. It could be 0 to 32,000 and whatever, you know, a 16-bit integer is. Natalie, thank you to follow. What are you going to do? I'm trying to get the PID to maintain this tank level. But at the minute, I can't even get the PID to run so I can open the fill valve. I've just set the discharge valve to halfway. I've set it to 50% for now. Just until we can get, you know, at least get some liquid in the tank. What data type are your valves and level sensor? Good question, mate. Good question. The data type of the level sensor is a reel. The data type of the actuators are reels also. Could it be that? Have I got an issue with my PID block? Let me just write that for now. Robin, thank you to follow, mate. Really appreciate it. Lekka, thank you to follow as well. Monitor them. Yeah, okay. So my set point is obviously working. I won't have anything on my feedback yet, which is the level meter, because it's totally empty. My SP is... Oh, you don't need to worry about that, because it is literally just my set point. The PV is the readout from the level meter, which I haven't set up yet, to be fair. They're just... So the PV and the SP are just readouts for these two meters here. I haven't set the PV one up yet. RevBits, thank you to follow. Just Satan, thank you for the follow, and Capital S, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of struggling at the minute. It's the output of the PID that I just want to see something. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't really care what it is. I can tune it once I've got it working, but at the minute it's just not running. It could be it could be, to be fair, the simulation. PLC sim doesn't use, you know, you can't run a PID in PLC sim. That could be it. That's a good idea, Badir. Yeah, that is a good idea. Let's do that. I like that idea. Badir basically said force the input valve so we can at least see the feedback, how that works. So I'll just take the output off that for now. Let's go for that. We'll just crack it open to, I don't know, 30% based on my start and stop button, I think, which is basically what I've done here. So let me just copy that, paste it in here. If that's on, we're going to write oh no, that's to convert. That's not even the right one, never mind. Here, this is the one I wanted. Paste. So when that comes on, we want to use 1. Let's set that to, I don't know, 3. Let's have it 30% open. This is the fill valve we're talking about. And just so I can stop it as well when it's off. Dan, thank you, appreciate that. Mrs. Logical Controls, appreciate that as well, thank you. Oh, is it just you? I'm not entirely sure. I missed it. Set that to 0 there. Right. That was a good idea. Let's just crack the valve, see what the feedback looks like. Just got back. Is it running now? It's not, mate. It's not, but we're going to make a bit of progress in the fact we're going to see what the feedback is now. I definitely need to sort that sound out. So, right, we've cracked the valve. We should be at 30%. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I guess it probably is. What would that be? That'd be quarter, that's half, that's 3/4, that's full. So, yeah, we're just above quarter. So you can see the tank's filling. I'll stop when we get to, say, 30. Oh, I forgot we are draining as well. I'll keep it filling. We can look at the feedback and see what we're getting back from the level meter. Where's my tags? There we go. So let's monitor these. Level meter is this one. So it's a real value. It's 1 at the minute. I mean, that's not quite making a lot of sense to me at the moment. 1.2. What's the maximum? 300. Let's just fill it and see what it gets to. Again with weird PLC tags. Yeah, you're right, mate. I'm still just bumbling through with TIA Portal. I am. I should be a bit better with my data blocks, and I should be a bit better with my naming scheme, and I should be a bit better with my actual what do they call them? These object blocks, is it? The actual POUs. But at the moment, I'm just bumbling through trying to get things to work, and I don't really know how to work the TIA Portal. Can someone explain what's going on? Literally just joined. So the idea, ultimately what we're trying to do is we're going to maintain this tank level with using a PID. And on the control panel, there's a set point, and we can tell it, you know, go to 50%, go to 80% or whatever, and we'll control the fill valve such that it does that. You know, it maintains the level by adjusting the flow rate coming into the tank. I will have the discharge valve that's going out just set to a constant. At the minute it's 50%, so it's half open, half closed. So although you can't see it, you know, the simulation doesn't show it, there is liquid coming out of this tank at the minute. You know, just imagine there's an invisible drain or something down here. So at the moment I can't get the PID running. So what I'm doing is I've just cracked the fill valve open to 30%, and I'm just very slowly fill in the tank so that I can see the feedback from this level meter. There's a level meter here, but I don't really know how it's scaled. So that's all we're doing at the minute. So at the minute we're at, what are we at? Something like, well, we seem to have stopped at 52 millimeters, I guess that would be. The level meter is showing 1.75. I think what I do is I just, to speed things up, because I've got that discharge valve cracked, let's just close it so we can fill the tank. I want to fill the tank to see what the maximum is. The scaling seems a little bit weird to me at the moment. Let's set that to 0. Write that in. Yeah, hopefully that explained what I'm doing. ADS, thank you for the follow, mate. I really appreciate it. Splash out, I think. Splash out. I appreciate that. Thank you. Frederick, thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
I feel like I'm caught up there. Do you have any values for PID gain yet? Yeah, it's got a constant 5 on it on the P, and there's 20 or 15 on the I. There's nothing on the D, but I don't need anything. So, but it's just not working. But I think, I mean, it's possible that PLC Sim, which is what I use to talk to Factory I/O, doesn't do PIDs. Maybe it just doesn't simulate them because they need to be quite quick. What is a PID? I haven't learned that yet. So a PID is a proportional, integral, or derivative. That's what the PID stands for. Controller, and it's basically like the industrial standard way of controlling, of maintaining, and having closed loop control. It's very accurate. If you think about when you're driving in your car, if you want to maintain 30 miles per hour or 30 kilometers per hour, whatever you want, you can put cruise control on and you set it to 30, and the car will maintain that 30 miles per hour. Whether you're going uphill, whether you're going downhill, it will try and maintain 30 miles an hour. That's exactly what a PID is. That cruise control is using a PID inside it to do that. Alfredo, thank you to follow. Igor, thank you to follow. Mola, thank you to follow. Umar, I think, thank you to follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Ansel, I think, thank you to follow. Lauren, thank you to follow. And Ion, thank you to follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I set that to 0 now. I've wrote it in. Let's go back to the simulation. Let's just start it again. We should go a bit faster now because this is closed now. That was halfway. So now we should properly fill. There's no liquid, no fluid leaving the tank now.
Thanks for the follow.
Do you know a free course to learn PLC? Just YouTube. Just look on YouTube, boy. There's plenty of stuff on there. I would recommend Hegemel. He does Siemens stuff. He hadn't made a video for 4 years until like last week or this week, where he's just started doing live streams and videos again. He's really good. Also Shane Welcher, who's a guy on TikTok. He let me know he does training. I had a look at his YouTube, and he does videos on there. Do you have MPT creator license? I'm not sure what that is, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I guess the simple answer is no. The D stands for differential. I know it is derivative, to be honest, Frags. Proportional, integral, and derivative. That's the 3 terms of a PID controller. Do you work for yourself or a company? I work for a company, ads. Yeah, I work for a company. Right, we're getting there. I just want to see it when it's full. I mean, I guess we could stop it there and just see what it's at the moment. Stop that. It should put the valve back to 0, which it has. It should just sit there and maintain that now. Yep. What is my input value? So it must be 0 to 10. That must be the feedback. The level meter gives a 0 to 10. It's obviously, there's a load of decimal points to it because it's a real value. So we're working with 0 to 10 for everything by the looks of it, because the actuators require 0 to 10 to open and close. So fully closed is 0, fully open is 10. Sorry. Where in the UK are you from? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. North Yorkshire, mate. It's possible. I had a guy in here yesterday who I worked with on a project last year, I think it was, or earlier this year. He joined yesterday. Ah, we probably know each other then, ads, maybe.
Thanks for the
Possibly.
follow.
Alan, thank you to follow. Appreciate it. Javier, thank you to follow. That's it, I'm caught up. Right, okay, so 0 to 10s all round. That's what we're working with. So, yeah. At least we've got some information now. There's still the possibility that the PID doesn't work. And if it doesn't, I may be able to go and get my Siemens PLC and hook it up. I'd rather not. It'd be a bit of a pain. I'd have to get a power supply and everything as well. If not, I'll just bypass the PID. The actual scene, so this scene is set up, made for doing a PID. They kind of tailor it for you to do a PID. But there's no reason why we couldn't just use start stop control sort of thing. Windy, thank you for the follow. G Pavit, thank you for the follow as well. You can use PLC sim to use a PID. Definitely you can, Frags. Is that right? Maybe you wasn't here earlier, I don't know, but we've been struggling with the PID. It just won't run whatsoever. So when I start the process, press the start button. Did that start the process? Right, we're filling now. It should start the process. So when I start the process, I've got a set point, I've got a level, I've got nothing on the output. It just won't work. The mode is set to 3, which someone said was manual. The mode activate is 1. Manual enable, maybe that needs a 1. It just won't run. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. And I don't know enough about Tia Portal to be able to determine what the problem is. The filling at the moment is just done manually. I've just literally set it to open 30% when I press the start button and go back to 0% when I press the stop button. You can see we're full. We should have a value of 10 on that input now. Pretty much. Yeah. Click the block and press F1. Let's go for that. So that brings up the help file or something, I assume. This is supposed to be the compact one, so it's supposed to be easy. Let's use Edge, I guess. Not now. What version of Tia Portal? This is version 20, mate, which I believe is the latest. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through this, I guess. I can't quite get that out of the way for you guys. Oh, I can. Ah, shit. What have I done? Oh, no. Let me go back and press F1 again. You need to scale and normalize the level signal. I forget the exact name of the program calls. Yeah, there's a scale X and a norm X that I'm vaguely aware we need to do. But I'm using the per input, which should, you know, it should scale it for me, I think. Maybe the data type's not right, I'm not sure. But I feel like the compact one should just kind of work. In the constant timescale of the cyclic interrupt OB. We've got it in a cyclic interrupt OB. Startup. When the CPU starts up, the PID compact starts in operating mode. Oh, I guess we've not done a start and stop. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. In fact, we're full. The tank's full now. Let me empty the tank again, because we're not going to be able to get anything running if we do that. They're the filling ones. We don't want them anymore. We know it's 0 to 10 now. Let's set this to 10. Let's empty the tank real quick. I'd like to get this running because I'd like to be able to you know, be able to play with the PID, show kind of how the PID works, have a, you know, go at tuning it and that sort of thing. That's what I'd like to do. Are we running? No. Right, there we go. We're discharging. What's the name of the program with a 3D view? This is called Factory IO. I'm just over here with my wonderful old Modicon Quantum and Unity Pro for 75% of the part. I like Schneider. I really like Schneider. I've never used the Quantums though. And Unity Pro I've not used either, because I think that's Control Expert nowadays. Is that right? But I like Schneider. I like their PLCs. They do a good PLC. Mitsubishi's my main, sort of PLC that I like. Cyclic interrupt set auto use compact.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm on a cyclic interrupt. I'm not in auto though, and I'm using the compact.
Thanks for the follow.
Not looking good, the engineer. Yeah, not looking good. Have you tried Simumatic? I've not, mate. No, I haven't. Siemens 400 PLCs. I think they're obsolete now. Is that right? They're out. They're stopping manufacturing them soon, or they already have, or something. Right. Cyclic interrupt. We're in there. Mode activate. This was false. I set it to 1. I'm going to assume maybe false is how it should be. The mode I am setting to 3. I think that's right. Let me check that. In fact, let me do this. Does it tell me the mode somewhere? Operating principle.
Thanks for the follow.
Input parameters. Here we go. We're getting somewhere now. Default is false. False to true. Edge activates manual mode while state equals 4 mode remains unchanged. As long as manual enable equals true, you cannot change the operating mode via Ryzen Edge. A true to false edge activates operating mode specified by mode.
Thanks for the follow.
We recommend you change the operating mode using mode activate only. So what did it say about mode activate? Can you guys see that? It's probably a bit small for you, isn't it? Unfortunately. I can't scroll across. Yeah. That'll be about as good as it gets, I think. Tell you what, the easiest PLC to get a PID running ever is a Schneider M221. There's no dramas whatsoever. Tattoos and Music, thank you to follow. Emiliano, I think, thank you to follow. Really appreciate it. Unknown, thank you to follow. Caster, I think, thank you to follow. Genix, Thomas, and Freaky, I think. Thank you for the follow. Right. Manual mode. This is basically saying change that. Don't change anything else.
Thanks for the follow.
Let me just set that to 1. Oh, but it said a Ryzen Edge, I think, actually.
Thanks for the follow.
Appreciate the follows, guys. Appreciate the follows. Yeah. As long as manual able, you cannot change operating mode via Ryzen Edge and mode activate.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, they said you should use mode activate, which was that one down there. False to true edge. Switches to the operating mode that is saved in the mode parameter. Let me just copy that on there. Can I do that? Can I put a contact in there? Yes. User memory. Process run. I just want it to run all the time. Let me get rid of the enable. Manual enable. Let's set that back to false. I think that's what it said to do. Wow, we've had a few more. Abba, thank you to follow. Julian, thank you to follow. Unknown, thank you to follow. SMD, thank you to follow. Really appreciate that. Probably just why it's a hand auto switch on the panel. Did it have a hand auto switch? It didn't. No. On this scene it doesn't. It just has the start stop buttons and the reset. I'm not entirely sure what you were supposed to do with the reset. I've just left that out for now. What game is this? It's not a game, Zach. It's a simulation software. It's called Factory IO, and this is Siemens TIA portal. Or are there timer bits on startup? could maybe enable the clock or something, but I'll just try that for now. That process run is basically my start button. I just refuse to believe it should be this difficult. It's a compact PID. It's just, I'm not used to it. I'm just not used to tier portal. The PIDs are not overly straightforward in Mitsubishi, but there's no, you know, it's fairly well documented how to get it running. I guess that's half my problem. I should probably have read all that documentation before I went live. GPavit,
Thanks for the follow.
it's a licensed software, so you do have to pay. If you're good at Googling, you can maybe find ways around that. Can you teach me how to do a pause and play in structured text? I guess you mean like a breakpoint and stuff like that. I wouldn't even know how to do that in Siemens, to be fair, mate. I'm very new to Siemens myself. I can't remember if I even wrote that or not. Let me crack on. Let me crack on, because I wanna get this running. I'm eager to just have a play with tuning this and getting it working. Unknown, thank you to follow. King Fire, thank you to follow, and Zach, thank you to follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Finish. Right. Let's run. Let's get the program going. Any joy? None. We've got a set point. We've got an input, although the input's 0 because the tank's empty. Manual enables false. Let me just set that to true. Oh, that's not how you spell true. I just want it to run. Oh, in fact, maybe do I need to do commissioning mode? Do I have to start it down here, possibly? Upload PID parameters. Start.
Thanks for the
Just
follow.
refuses to start. Tuning has not been started yet. I don't want to tune. Let's start tuning then. But I don't want to do that. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. This is Siemens. I've only ever used Unity Pro XL. I'm not familiar with this. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. I'm not familiar with this whatsoever. At least not PIDs. I'm getting a grasp on the tier portal now. It is Siemens TIA portal. I'm starting to get a grasp of it, but there's bits that are just I'm struggling with. This is one of them. Set mode 2. Why is this not set to manual?
Thanks for the follow.
Start value PLC manual. Automatic mode. Just start. I want to see outputs. Start. Everything looks okay. What's going on down here? There's some orange stuff. We're not using any PWM, so I haven't set any of that. Proportional gain. I think I did set it to 5, but it's still at 1. Let's download again. If anyone's done PIDs with Siemens, let me know. Problem is something with your output. It doesn't receive a signal. Yeah, the output's just not turning on. That's my problem at the minute. Mode 3 is automatic. Is that right? I mean, even if it is automatic, I just want it to give some sort of output, and it's not at the moment. I would have thought, because it just says disabled, inactive. Doesn't tell me why. It says the status is tuning has not been started yet. I press start and the tuning's not starting. Automatic, yeah. Yeah, don't put true at manual enable. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. If we're putting a 3 in, I think someone said 3 was manual, that's why. So I've been trying to get it to go down the manual route. False. Rewrite that. Load. Not input PAR. Well, I did that because you're able to scale that then. Whereas I don't know how you scale it when it's not that. Also, I took my output off, didn't I? My output is actually the fill valve. It's not plugged in. Turn it off and on again. that might even be it, you know. Turn it off and on again. Just turn the CPU off and turn it on again. Right, I need to start the process now. So start. Still nothing. To be fair, I haven't wired the PV out yet, or programmed it out yet. But you can see we're getting a big fat 0 still. Let me go back to commissioning, see if I can start it this time. Tuning, start. Still says it's not been started. Error acknowledge. There is no error really. I just can't start it, yeah. No, yeah, PR is fine. PR is for the raw analog values, sensor inputs and outputs. Oh wow, what is that? The input and output is if you use real or something. It is a real. It's a real 0 to 10. That's the feedback, and that is also the set point. So, yeah. Let me also put the PV. Let me set that up because at the moment that's not set up at all. Just to chip away a little bit more. So the PV is our meter reading. In fact, that can be all the time. I think we can just move, and we're gonna move the I forget what it's called now. Level meter into. In fact, I have to convert it first. Sorry, my bad. Because the level meters are real, but the little meter is a double integer. So
Thanks for the follow.
Convert is what I need. So we're going to convert a real value, which is a decimal value. You know, there's a decimal point, to a double integer, which is a whole number. This is going to be level meter.
Thanks for the follow.
This is going to be PV, process value. I can write that in. Is there anything else I want to change? Maybe turn that down now. We've emptied the tank. Just set that to 3. So it's the discharge valve is just constantly going to be set to 30% open. And that's about it, really. Let's download that.
Thanks for the follow.
Your PID function. Oh, you're right. I haven't. Although I've put it back on the input, I haven't changed the PID configuration. You're right. Not that I think that's going to change anything. I feel like it's still going to not work, but we can put it back. Put it back to normal output. And I'll write again.
Thanks for the follow.
Did you program when the input is on 10, the outputs need to react? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Frags. What type of PLC do you use it? So for this simulation, it's an S7 1200. That's what we're using. But I'm just not that familiar with Siemens PLCs, so I'm kind of struggling, if I'm honest. I've missed a few follows, I think. 1 second.
Thanks for the follow.
Appreciate everyone who's commenting, by the way, who's trying to help.
Thanks for the follow.
I mean, I think...
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I can't pronounce your name. F-A-H, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Benjamin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Getting down there. Marcia, I think. Appreciate the follow. Max, appreciate the follow. Sergio, thank you for the follow. Kizza, thank you to follow. Act, thank you to follow. Kupsko, I think, thank you to follow. Steve Bucky, thank you to follow. And we're at the end now, I think. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And with downloading, you overrided it again. Let me check that then. Let me check that. You could be right,
Thanks for the
because
follow.
No, it's still set as input and output. We're still good. Let's give it a run. Can we get anything out of it? So the fact that the valve hasn't opened at all, this is still at this position, which is off. I'm going to hazard a guess it hasn't worked. Let's go to the commissioning tab. Start pre-tuning. Just do something. Start. It just gives me the message that tuning has not been started yet. That's the status of the PID. So if you try and tune, pre-tune or fine-tune, it just won't have it.
Thanks for the follow.
Buzzing, I've just seen this. Welcome, Steve. I hope you're good, mate. I teach PLC and automation at a US high school. Oh, nice, Aaron. Yeah, good stuff. Have you got any made-up courses? I haven't, mate. No. As in, like, me delivering courses? No, I don't really do that, mate. Aaron, thank you for the follow as well, by the way. Press the green ball next to it, and then it says what you have configured in the project and what's online. Not sure what you mean by that, mate. Green ball. Next to... Oh, sorry. Hang on. Green ball next to what? Do you mean these little green balls? Nice to see a lot of PLC programs. It is, Frags, it is. I definitely never expected we'd get, you know, so many people in these lives, to be fair. In the settings. Is that what this is down here? Yeah, I'm still surprised at how many people we get in these lives. Because it's such a niche thing. Config. That's not really telling me much down here, to be fair. Austin, thank you to follow. Niklas, thank you to follow. Appreciate it. Tuning won't begin until in auto. Right. Talk me through it, the engineer. Talk me through it. How do we get in auto? I've been trying to do it manually, but at this point I don't care. I just want it to run. I've done everything I thought. So it thinks it's in automatic mode. Maybe I'm telling it not to go into automatic mode or something.
Thanks for the follow.
Let me write that, I think. Go to mode 4. Right, okay, I'll change that default value to 4 then. We've got a default value in the main. I think someone told me to put it to 3. I can't remember why. Let's put it back to 4. That's not even the right one. Never mind. It was in my tags. It was in my tags. Sorry. 4. Right. Okay. Let's write that. Is it late in the UK? It's 10 to 11 at night. Yeah. So we're 6 hours ahead of you, I guess. Yeah. 5. My maths isn't right. Yeah, my maths isn't right. 5 hours ahead. I need to whip the calculator out for that one. Bro, I'm doing this in my uni. My lecturer is robbing us. What do you mean? TSM. Okay, so, I mean, if you've done PIDs in your university, let me know, because I'm struggling here with this Siemens one. Let's get it into run. Right, we're putting we put the 3 in the tag. I'm looking at the wrong main. Let's get this in run. The set point is set up for 8. Let's press start. I'll stop it first and start it again. So we've got that false to true. That's on. The fill valve we're still not getting anything. So let me start the tuning, because that seems to be it's just not happy that we haven't tuned it yet. But it just won't even start. I don't know what's going on. Press start. I've tried, mate. I've tried. It's not having it. Me, myself, and Isaac. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the follow.
Where you put per or not. Back to mode 4. We've went through that. We've done that. In the settings. Green ball. So I need to set them. Is that what we're saying? But I mean, in here it's telling me it's right. I don't know. I've lost the plot with it. I feel like it shouldn't be anywhere near as difficult as I'm making it out to be. That's automatic. That's input. So I just need to write it then. I see what you mean by the green ball thing now. But I don't get why it's showing me one thing but telling me it's going to be another. It's the PID settings 100%. Could be. It could be. It's got to be something, hasn't it? It's either that or PLC Sim definitely doesn't do PIDs. Pre-tuning. Start. No, it's not having it. What are your start instructions that need to be true? So at the minute, my actual logic, that's not really doing a lot. I've got a little latch in just to get this process run bit true. And that is literally a latch. Start, stop. So at the minute, process runs on. We're doing a little bit of data manipulation, moving some stuff about, turning some lamps off and on, doing some conversions for the meter on the door. That's it. The rest of it, the actual control, the big, you know, the main part of the control of this is the PID block.
Thanks for the follow.
But the block is very annoying to configure sometimes. Oh, okay. So it's not just me then. As long as it's not just me, because I feel like I'm being dumb at the minute. I feel like I'm missing something simple. JR Clips, thank you to follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Suli, thank you to follow. Hazy, thank you to follow. Catching Ducks, thank you to follow. Robert, thank you to follow. I nearly said your name there. Your second name, I don't know if I was going to pronounce that right. Probably not. Dark Hash, thank you to follow. Dark Hash, thank you to Roses as well, by the way. Really appreciate that. One for you, thank you to follow. Okay, so back to this then. It's got to be settings, hasn't it? It's got to be settings. Mate, how do I get better programming in tier? I can't seem to get it right. Yeah, you're talking to the wrong guy, brother. I'm struggling. I'm struggling here. Yeah, I don't program in tier portal very much. I definitely need to stop all these sounds coming through. Should only do it once. Anyway, yeah, we're struggling with this PID. The mode activate. That comes
MRS
on.
Logical Controls says get someone in the guest box if they want to help without having to type.
Yeah, that's a good point. If anyone actually knows how to do this, and you want to jump on the live and chat to me, then let's do it. Yeah, I'm unsure whether this is right or not. It seemed to be in the F1 help. Not me, not me. No, it's fine, mate. Yeah, no, it's not for everyone. Felix, does that say you followed there? No, it didn't. The icon in the top right instruction. Icon, top right. Yeah, there's the commissioning page and there's the setup page. Thank you, Colonel Sanders, for the finger. The finger heart, it says. Thank you, appreciate that, buddy. PID mode, what software? So I'm using Tier Portal version 20, and I've got Factory IO in the background doing the simulation. We're all green here. It's happy with everything. Yeah, I was looking in. General percentage. Automatic mode. Input output parameters. Input output. Selection of the source. It already knows what they are. It's not showing them though, is it? Should it not show my tags there? You need to set a number to correspond to what PID you use on your block. I'm not sure what you mean there, mate. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm new. Is it a simulation? Looks so much like a game when you show the tank. It does look like a game. You're right, mate. It does. But no, it is a simulation, and I'm able to use a PLC software and Siemens PLC Sim to talk to it, to interact with it. It's not a game, Dustin. It's not, mate. And it's not free either. Joseph, what were you saying there? Sorry. You need to set a number to correspond to what PID you use. I don't know what you mean. You'll have to let me know. I can't believe we've still got like 70 people in here and I've been struggling with this for like an hour or more. No one has a clue. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by set a number. Currently a control room operator, but knowing the underlying logic would be nice. Yeah, keep watching. P is proportional. P is proportion. Yeah, I mean the PID part, you know, the actual proportional integral and derivative that are set up already. I'm not using any derivative at the minute. Just put 1337 in. Lars, I'm gonna assume you know as much as I do on this. The number is the mode it's in, but that's not the problem, I think. Oh, so rather than use a tag, put a number in. It wouldn't let me do that. It wouldn't let me do that. I tried that earlier. So if I just cut that out, it says number 3. If I try put like, I don't know, number 2, it doesn't like it. You know, it just wants, well, yeah, it's just not happy. I'll take it off for now. I'll re-download it. The problem is I just can't get this PID to run no matter what I do. Ask ChatGPT. You ask ChatGPT and then tell me what it says. You don't need to put something on at the mode. I mean, I feel like it didn't work before, even before I did that, so let's give it another go. I'm happy to try anything because I've run out of ideas at this point. Stop, start. So we should have start on. Mode activates on. 3's in there. Still nothing. We have got a set point. We have got feedback. I mean, I'm even willing to try and put the gain real high. Put the gain to like 20. Integral, I don't know, 1. I just want to see something. That's all I want to see. Download that. Elu out. If you're willing to, you can jump on the live and have a chat to me instead. Right, we've downloaded that. Start that. Stop that. Yeah, it just won't have it. It's unfortunate because I did want to have a good play with this. We've kind of achieved nothing really, apart from putting the values on the display and getting some lights going. No, that's fine, mate. That's fine. No problem. Change to PWM. PWM won't help me because I just need a value 0 to 10 on here. I mean, I could do it without a without a PID. I could quite easily do it without a PID. I just wanted to try it, really. I feel like it'd be a good thing. It's just odd how it doesn't work. I think off stream, I'll probably give it another go. For now, just to get things moving, maybe we'll just do it without the PID. Remove it and then add a new one. Oh, yeah, well, let's go for that. Let's do that. Rashid, thank you, mate. Appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're good. Yeah, let's just go offline. We'll take it out. Add a new one. So set point, level meter, fill level. That's all I need to really do. I've deleted that. I'll delete it altogether. Thank you, Rashid. Really appreciate it, buddy. Right, let's bring in a new one. Instructions. It's a technology block. I've got that shut down there. Technology block, compact PID, compact PID. We'll set it to automatic. We'll let it do its thing. Set point. That is called set point. Input. That is called level meter. Output. That is called fill valve. We'll leave that default. we'll leave... that doesn't want to be PER, that wants to be just normal outputs. We'll leave all that the same. We'll leave all that the same. So how does the PID know that I'm using a 0 to 10? How would it know that? Do I have to scale it to something else, do you think? Like, what does the PID take in? Is it 0 to 100%? Appreciate that, Frags. Thank you, mate. Sorry for the noise. Nah, it's fine, mate. I need to fix this sound. I need to fix it. It's a nightmare. We'll just leave all that as is. We'll just try it like this. A fresh PID.
Thanks for the follow.
We've got this going into DB1. Sorry, we've got this going to OB30, which is a cyclic block, which you're supposed to put PIDs into in Siemens, apparently. Give that a run. Let's view it. It should just be running all the time, regardless of my start button or whatever at the moment. Still getting nothing. Still getting nothing. Let's refresh. Let's restart the whole scene. Like, it doesn't matter about whether I'm starting or stopping on the buttons because I haven't even got it set up. I've just got it literally working all the time and it's not having it. Go to process value scaling. Remorso, thank you for sharing the live, mate. I really appreciate that. Process value scaling is disabled because I'm not using the PER. That's why I was using it originally. What if you need both to turn on when tanks are too low? Oh, you were talking to someone else there. Is it in auto right now? That's a good question. I haven't actually looked at the commissioning screen for this yet. Good question, good question. Let's see what the status of this is. Let's go into measurement mode. System tuned. Ah, that's not... Oh, we might have... We didn't have that before. We didn't have a tick there. Can I start it though? No. Upload PID parameters. Can I start it now? Still no. So we got a little bit further by the fact that it thinks the system's tuned now. But it's not. It's still not running. I mean, it kind of looks like it's telling me the set point 0 there as well. Is that right? Like, should the set point should... Oh, in fact, the set point might be 0. Hang on. The set point might be 0 because I restarted the sim. Right, okay. So the set point is no longer 0. Start. Disabled, inactive. Not sure. Try... Oh, I haven't... No, I didn't try a CPU restart, to be fair. Let's stop it. Start it. That's the only way I know how to restart the CPU. Unless I need to do it in PLC sim as well or something. Yeah, it's just not happy. It's not happy at all. The current set point percentage is 0. But I'm not using the percentage one, so I'm not sure why it says that. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think. Eluau, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Yeah, I think it's to do with PLC sim. The input says 0. Yeah, the input will be 0 because the tank's empty. The input is the tank level. Use the PER. I mean, we tried that earlier, mate. I'll give it another go, but we tried it earlier. It's potentially something to do with PLC sim. I'm getting a little bit more confident about that the more we go through it. There's nothing else I've changed. This is brand new PID. Doesn't matter that I haven't touched the PI and the D settings. It thinks it's tuned itself. Let's put that off there then. Let's put that on there. Let's go to the commissioning, not the commissioning, this configuration page. Let's tell it it's on the per. I guess it doesn't matter about the output for now because we just want to see something. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as we see something, we know it's working. We don't need to touch any of that stuff. Let's download it. It was happy at 0, so it's inverted somehow. Was it no longer happy then? Is that what you mean? When it isn't 0? Let's look.
Thanks for the follow.
Appreciate the follow, Raymond. Thank you, mate. Start. I feel like we just bin it off. I feel like we just forget the PID now. We've been going way too long with the PID. Steve Buckle, thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Is it Buckle or Bucky? I can't quite tell. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. Where did you set it to mode 3? It should be mode 3 by default. We did have it set to mode 3. In fact, it's mode 4. Do I have to set it to 3? Because I thought we said earlier we didn't have to. Let me put the thing back in. Let me put the memory thing back in. User memory PID mode, which has a default of 3. But we definitely tried this and it didn't work. 4 is manual. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, to be fair, mate. But if I do, I'll give you a shout. Let's download that. I think I just did that, didn't I? Yeah. Let me start now. I hope this works. I do hope it works, because I do want to show it and play with it and that sort of thing. This is the commissioning page. That's the configuration page. This is the commissioning page. When it comes up, are we still kind of happy? System tuned. It is still happy. Start. No. No dice. Need to flick the activate to switch mode. I mean, we tried that earlier too. We tried that earlier too. The mode activate, this one you mean? Manual value is 0 as a set point. Manual value is 0.
Thanks
I'm not sure what you mean, mate.
for
Right.
the follow.
We'll do that then as well, because we had this done. We had this earlier. So this was start. No, run user memory process run. Let's download that. We've got 69 engineers, technicians, and students, and hobbyists, I guess, as well. And none of us can do it. Manual value is a set point when in manual mode. Yeah, I'm not even bothered if it's in manual mode anymore. I just want it to run in any mode. It doesn't matter if it's manual or not. Let me stop it and start it again. Let's press the start button. Let's view this. That should now be on. Still saying mode 4 though. Let me double check my user memory. My start value was definitely 3. Is your output tag wrong? I don't believe so, mate. But your set point is 0 because manual value is 0. I'll check that in a second. 1 minute. That's unsure what's going on there. Load values. Load start values. Load start values. Right, we definitely got a 3 in there now. Process run's gone back to 0. We can change that by starting that again. Double check my set point is still there. Yeah, I've got 6 in there. We're now true. Let's go back to this. System's tuned. Nah. Do you have to compile? Normally it compiles when you go to download. I'll do it again anyway, just for the sake of it. There's no errors. There is one warning. I'm not sure what the warning is. Let me just double check that. Inputs or outputs are used that do not exist in the configured hardware. That's interesting warning, isn't it? IB0, IB2. Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought, do I need to add like an output card or something to the PLC? That's a good point. I've just used the template, the factory IO template configuration, and the factory IO. Yeah, it's maybe that's what it is. Maybe we don't physically have, because although we're simulating, but I guess it still wants to see physical cards. Let's add some. That's a good point. I didn't even consider that. Where do we add cards? Over here. AI. Oh. TikTok thinks I've gone inactive. There we go. I'm not entirely sure how you add cards, to be fair. Let's chuck one of them on. How do I do this? I would have thought I'd just drag it over. Do I not? Nothing's appearing. Or do I drag it on here, possibly? I don't know. I'm not sure. Go offline. Ah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry. To the right-hand side, is that what someone said? I mean, the slots are on the left. Why are the slots on the left? Double click. Yeah, sorry, Steve. No, every so often it'll come up with that and tell me I've gone inactive or something. Offline. I am offline. Yeah, I'm offline. You need to go into commissioning, PID measurement, tuning first. If not, PID will not run. I mean, Lars, it was telling me that it was happy with the tuning. So I'm not sure. What am I doing wrong here, guys? Why is this not just adding? Do I just add it over? Oh, I don't know. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, if anyone wants to join the Discord, when I'm done, I'll put all the files in the Discord. This isn't...
Thanks for the follow.
This isn't a signal board. The signal boards are in there, aren't they? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so when I'm done, I'll put the files in my Discord. So if anyone wants to play along at home, they can. Not that you will, because I still haven't got it running yet. I don't know what's going on with this analog input. I don't know if I'm doing this wrong or what. Yeah, I don't know. Antonio, thank you for the follow, mate. Really appreciate that. I think at this point, so I don't think it's anything to do with this, and I'll tell you why. Because I can write manually to those values. So even though I'm going through this, I'm sort of thinking it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do, just to progress it, because it's just dragged out too long now, we're going to bin off the PID altogether. We're not going to do it through PID. We'll just do it through comparisons and that sort of thing. I feel like that's the easier way to go about it. I'll take a look offline about this PID situation and try and figure it out. But we've spent like ages on this, and I just don't see the point of it anymore. So what we'll do is we'll do some analog comparisons and that sort of thing.
Thanks for the follow.
So what we're going to say is, was it equals or something? Equals or there, that's the one. So if, in fact, I want it. No, I'll do it like this. I'll do it like this. If that tank level is less than 50. Oh, do I have to put tank level down here? 50 down here. Please select a data type. Int. I want the input, is it? This is logical controls, thank you, appreciate that. Who's at the top? I can't even see. Oh, it's you. You're up to the top. Thank you, thank you. Not PID mode. I'm losing the will to live here now. Input. No, level. Fucking hell, what's it called? It's because it's not an int. My bad. It's a real. I'll turn that down. Right, level meter. That's what we're doing here. If the level meter is less than 50, then we'll start until we get to 55. Then we'll stop. We're gonna do a fill bit or something. I might need to make this first. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bin off the PID altogether. Let's delete PID mode. We don't need that anymore. We've got process run. Let's add another one called fill tank. That's going to be a bool. This is going to be user memory fill tank. So we're going to latch up the start. Thank you, Casper. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Steve, thank you, mate. Wow. That's still going. It's going and going and going. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, mate. Oh, you're going high. Are you going to make it onto the leaderboard? That should maintain it between 50 and 55. I think actually I want it to be 5.0 and 5.05, maybe something like that. Thank you, Steve. That's a lot, mate. That's a lot of roses. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. How are we doing with my live goals and stuff? I know I had a few of them roses on there. Oh, we've achieved the live goal. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Right, we're going to do that. Fill tank. When the tank fill is on, we're going to user memory fill tank. I feel like I need to mute that sound. It's so annoying now. I need to fix the sounds and stuff. I'll do it at the end. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Eluout? Eluout? Thank you, mate. I'll have a look when I finish the live stream. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you joining tonight, by the way. Right, I don't want to coil here. I'm getting distracted. I'm going to mute that sound because I'm going to at least turn it right down. Steve, really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Casper, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Right. Move. I'm going to move. We'll just set it to halfway. We'll set it to halfway. So basically what I'm going to do, just to talk you through what I'm doing here. Because we couldn't get the PID to work, what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate and compare the feedback, so the tank level sensor. And what we're basically saying, if that sensor is less than halfway, we're going to set the fill valve to half, so it starts filling. The discharge valve is set to 30%. So because the fill's 50% and the discharge is 30%, it should steadily rise. Once it gets above 50%, ever so slightly above, it's going to stop, and then it's going to start, and then it's going to stop, and it's just going to keep doing that. I mean, we can add a bit more of a dead band in, but just for now, just to get it filling, I feel like this is good. We're going to send... No, we're not going to send 50. Oh, it is 50. Hang on. What am I sending? No, it's 3. I want it a 5.0 I want. We're going to send that to the fill valve. If that's not on, we're going to send 0. Casper, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm just going to mute that while that goes off because it seems to, it just does it over and over and over. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that, Casper. They even put your name in that that firework there. That's cool. I've got a load of new sounds and a load of new overlays. Haven't quite set them up right yet, as you can tell, because the noise just keeps going over and over and over. Really appreciate that though, mate. Steve, thank you. You guys are smashing it tonight. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Arturo, thank you for the follow. Who else? FMB, thank you to follow. Rhett, thank you to follow. Antonio, thank you to follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Has the engineer gone out now, has he? I appreciate it anyway. He smashed it as well. Steve, thank you to roses, mate. Thank you. And Casper, thank you for the heart, mate. You guys are going nuts. Right, we're going to do... So we're doing it for when the fill tank's closed. We're going to do it for when it's open. And we're going to send in... If anyone's not following along, just let me know and I'll try and explain it a bit better to you. I'm going to send a 0 in the fill valve. Right, that looks good to me. Let's get that written in, we'll see. So what we're doing is we've got Tier Portal talking to Factory IO, and we're going to fill a tank, and we're going to try and maintain that tank. Appreciate that, Steve. Thank you, mate. What I'll do is, when I'm finished, I'll put all the files in the Discord. So if you want to have a go yourself, if you've got Tier Portal and Factory IO, you can have a play yourself with what I've done. Yeah. Let's start that now. Let's restart this whole simulation. Okay, so let's go into run. It's filling before we even press the start button, so we need to sort that out. But basically what I want to see is that this goes to about halfway and it just kind of maintains halfway. That's fine. It's PLC programming. It's industrial automation, mate. Flash Brown, you'll have to do a Google or something, mate. It is possible, although I'm just not going to tell you how though. It wouldn't be right. So we should get to about halfway, which it should be 150-ish. Okay, so you can see that we're maintaining it. It's a bad maintaining. Yeah, sound, mate. No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. I've sacked off the PID for now anyway. I'll have a look in my spare time. It was a bit ambitious to try and do it on the live when I don't know anything about Tier Portal PIDs, but it is what it is. It seems a lot of people thought it should work, so maybe it's PLC sim. Appreciate it though, Ash. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah, so the control is kind of like shifting the fill on and off, on and off, on and off. But it is maintaining halfway. So that's kind of like it's a way of doing analog control. It's not very nice analog control. And ideally you'd want this deadband a bit higher, because at the minute that valve's just constantly open and close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Let's do it to 0.5. Let's say 4.5, because I feel like we might be able to see it a bit better there, a bit more in action. Yeah, I guess it's similar to a game, mate. It isn't a game, but it is similar. It's a simulation software. Flash Brown, thank you for the follow. Jordan, thank you for the follow as well. I've had 150 follows off this live. That's crazy. But I want to wrap this up now, because I've been going for absolutely ages. Let's restart the sim. Oh, also, in fact, before we restart the sim, this should be only doing it when we are running. So, in here, can I shift it along? No, in here. That wants to go across. I don't know what I've done. Arigawi, thank you for the heart, mate. Appreciate it, mate. So this is user memory process run. So we only want this to do it when I've actually pressed the start button and we're running the process. Let's download that. I feel like we should be good now. There should be a bit more of a tolerance, a bit more of a deadband. Hysteresis, I think is the proper word, between the on and off. So we might be able to see the actual actuator moving now. Does it only work with Tia or does it work? No, it doesn't work with others, Stian. It works with Allen Bradley PLCs or select Allen Bradley PLCs. It works with Modbus TCP and it works with OPC UA. So that basically opens it up to every PLC, I guess. So you can use any PLC. The reason I use the Siemens, even though I'm not used to Siemens and not very good with it, is because it's got PLC sim. It's got a driver for PLC sim, so it means I don't have to set up a physical PLC anywhere. The latch will not work. I'll show you, buddy. I'll show you. We're running. I think. Run. So the latch that you're seeing here is basically, this is the condition to get it to start initially. Then it holds itself in until it gets to 5.5, then it turns off. It does work. Omron, possibly, mate. Well, I guess I'll show. I can't really show you because it's on.
Thanks for the follow.
I wonder if I can. Hang on. There. That. Oh, I've messed everything up now. Can you see that? So they're the list of drivers that this simulation software has. Advantech, whatever that is, a USB thing. Is that maybe like a soft PLC or something? I'm not sure. Allen Bradley, Logix 5000, Micro 800, Micrologix, SLC5, Autumn Gen server. Not sure what that is. Control IO, MHJ. But then it has Modbus TCP, and basically most modern PLCs have that now. So almost any PLC can use Modbus. OPC UA, again, a lot of them have the ability for that. And then it uses the Siemens. The only one that I know of that uses the software is this PLC sim, which is what I'm running. I've not got a physical S7 1200 here. I'm running the software. So that's the reason I'm using Siemens, just because it makes it easy for me to, I don't have to set up a PLC. But it has its flaws because I'm not very good with Siemens. I don't know it that well. Let's run. Let's look. Oh, you're on call tonight, the engineer. Have you had to go out, have you? No, I binned off the PID. The PID's not working. I'll look at it offline. We're just going to do a bit of analog control to maintain it. A little bit rougher control, which I'm just about to start now. So nothing's happened. Press the start button. Now it's working. It should maintain between 45% and 55%. Yeah, thank you everyone who's followed tonight. Thank you everyone who's tapped away tonight. I can't quite see. Mrs. Logical Controls is in the lead. I can't quite see who's second. I need to make that bigger or something. But I appreciate it.
Thanks for
really,
the
really
follow.
appreciate it. Signy, thank you for the follow, mate. Doesn't Automation Studio 9 have all-in-one? I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not sure what Automation Studio 9 is. What manufacturer is that software for? You see, it's rising up. So the max is 300. So 45% of that should be just under 150. That's where it will normally that's where it will maintain between. and just above 150, so 55%, whatever that is. I can't. It's too late for me to do the maths. It's 11:30 at night here. It will stop, and it will just keep maintaining between those two values. Actual educational content on this app. I appreciate that, Stian. Thank you. What is the name of the simulation software? This is called Factory.io, mate. So you can see now it's reached the maximum. So it's just going to maintain now between two values. 45% and 55% of 300, whatever that is. So it's about 130-ish. That's when it starts. And it will get to, like, you know, 170-ish. And it will stop. And it will just keep maintaining between them. So we've had to do that because the PID is just not working. Or at least I can't get it working. Factory.io isn't free, buddy. No, it's paid. It's like you can have subscribe to it for like £28 a month, or you can buy it outright for like 700. It's pretty pricey. It's not cheap. Yeah. Steve, thank you for the heart signal, mate. Appreciate it. You've gone wild today. I really appreciate it, mate. Oh, you're on site. Nightmare. Saturday night, 11:30. I hope you're getting paid well, buddy. So yeah, that is maintaining. So to look at the code now, so you can see how this is working, is if the value, if that level reading is less than 4.5, this is true. So then it comes through to here. If it's also less than 5.5, then it goes through and starts filling the tank. Eventually you're going to get to that 5.5. So think of this as percentage. This is 45%, this is 55%. As soon as you get to that 55%, this turns off. So then this goes off, which drops that out, and basically it's all off. You can watch it. I'll let you watch it. You can see how it's working. 29. I mean, you should be on double bubble now, to be fair, mate. In 29 minutes, it's Sunday. That should be more than double bubble. Nah, I guess, yeah, Sundays for me is double bubble as well. Do you do conveyors on that sim? You do, mate. Last night I did the conveyor. If you go on my YouTube, I'll put the full live up from last night up there. We did an assembler. So there was 2 conveyors. There was a lid and a box. And basically we put the lid on the box and sent it out. It was quite involved, actually. It was a bit more involved than I thought it was going to be. But we managed it in one stream. So I was quite happy with that. Alberto, thank you for the follow, mate. Really appreciate that. So you can see how that's basically working. It's quite simple. There's not a lot to it, but it does allow basically that tank to just maintain a level. So that if you don't have like a PID or something, that's kind of how you do it. That's how you maintain something. I tend to use that sort of logic for this type of logic circuit. I use that for like temperature control. So if you want to heat a room up or maintain a room temperature, that's perfectly fine. You don't need a PID for room temperature. You just say, if it's less than 15 degrees, turn the heater on. If it's more than 19 degrees, turn it off again. I'm already on the big box. I wish I was. The thing is, I do all right for money. It's just I've got massive expenses because I've got 4 kids, so I'm always skint. You hated this in uni. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not for everyone. This is something I love doing. Yeah, PLC programming is great. The discharge, you can't see it. So if you've just joined and you didn't hear me say it earlier, this discharge valve is on and there is liquid coming out. You can't see it. I don't know why they never like showed it going into the ground or something just as a drain. But basically, this discharge valve's set to 30%, I think it was. So this is set to 30. So this is always continuously draining out this tank. But I've set the fill valve to 50%. So when it's at 50%, it's letting a load of liquid through. We can actually see how much liquid is coming out through there's a flow meter there, which I haven't used because I wasn't entirely sure what we needed it for. But if you were to put a PID on the discharge valve, you'd maybe need it then. Tags, where's my tags? There it is. So my flow meter, you can see there's a continuous flow of
Thanks for the
2,
follow.
whatever that is. You know, it's a 0 to 10 value. That could be 2 liters per second. Which software? Factory IO and Tier Portal, mate. So this is Factory IO, and the programming software is Tier Portal. Yeah, hopefully you heard that as well, 365. Lavu, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. So I think I'm going to call that a wrap there, guys. We've been on 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's been another long stream. It's gone wild with the gifts. Steve, thank you, mate. The engineer, thank you a lot as well. You, oh wow, even more, you're smashing it. Appreciate that, brother, appreciate it. And to everyone else, yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate that. Ivan, thank you to follow. Sophia, thank you to follow. Yeah, so yeah, it's maintaining it. We didn't quite get the desired result. I want to use the PID. I'm gonna have a look at that tomorrow. If I can get the PID working offline, I'll come on tomorrow and show you the PID working. Yeah, have a good night, mate. Hopefully you get home soon. Cheers for tonight, buddy. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for the
Yeah, so I'm going to call it a night there. If anyone missed most of this live or parts of this live or even all of this live and want to see what we've done, I will put it on YouTube tomorrow, probably. So go and subscribe to my YouTube. I put all my live streams on there, the full live stream. Yeah, I'm going to have a look tomorrow as well, the engineer. I need to figure it out. I feel like it should work, but it just didn't. And I'll hook it up to an actual PLC as well and make sure it's not that. Make sure it's not the PLC sim. Yeah, we've smashed 2 out of 3 goals. I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, crazy. Thank you. So probably be on tomorrow night. We'll see. If I'm not, I'll probably put up like a post or something to say I'm not. But yeah, 8:30 tomorrow-ish UK time. I'll be on. Thank you everyone who joined. Thank you everyone who's commented. Thank you everyone who's liked, who shared. Appreciate. Let me see, who is that? Lee, if you're still in here, thank you for all those likes. Mattia, thank you. If you're still in here, thank you for all those likes. Really appreciate it. And also, obviously, the engineer, you've smashed it. Mrs. Logical Controls, you've smashed it. Steve smashed it as well. Lao Su, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, guys.